how's it going, Pride? And welcome back for some more of TNT, the Minecraft series where I do whatever I feel like doing in Minecraft and where I talk about whatever I feel like talking about. And today there's definitely a lot to talk about and a lot to do. I've got a lot of bases to cover as far as, work around the Narnia village that we've got going here so far. And there is one topic that I'd like to discuss later on, probably after this first part of the batch is over with, and I'll just go ahead and make sure I keep an eye on the time here to decipher whenever that'll be, whenever I start talking about the topic. But first things first, I already went ahead and put in a pig pen. It was pretty much the same exact build as this cow pen over here, this cow stable over here. And instead of using trap doors, I went ahead and used fence gates. I haven't replaced these trap doors over here with fence gates. I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. But I wasn't aware of the fact that cows will think of the trap doors as entire blocks, like a whole wooden block or a whole stone block. So they don't walk through them. Apparently, they're not smart enough. And I realize it's not because they're dumb. It's just because of the coding or whatever. They don't know that there is a block that they can walk through right there when the trap door is up. But I'll go ahead and do that. And other than that, this is probably the biggest change over here. I've gone ahead and added like an endless water supply slash swimming pool slash oasis waterfall thing. And over here you can see it turns into like a waterfall and goes down there into this kind of oasis type area. So really happy with this build. It was just really tedious, so I didn't feel like recording it. It's not going to be as fun as the treehouse build that'll go over there, or this fort that I plan on, moving in around here. It'll probably actually go over the cliffside, or maybe I'll just fill in the wall there. But definitely lots of stuff to do, like I already said. First things first, I think I'm going to go ahead and replace the fence gates over here. In fact, actually, before I do the fence gates thing, I'm going to go ahead and fill in this wall here. I blew out this entire wall so I'd have like an easy way to go over here, but I figure it's smarter to go ahead and just make it so that I can get over there with like a door, because stuff is going to be able to get in through this hole. It's going to be a while before I can be kind of really secure with the whole village here. Right now things are still kind of unstable. We've still got creepers and whatever walking around. In fact, let me go ahead and turn this on easy, because not going to have things on normal quite yet. I had things on normal for the first like 10 episodes or so, but right now I want things on easy just to make things go a little bit more smoothly, so that way I'm not taking as much damage and we're not getting destroyed all the time. Not that we were before anyway, but it's just a precautionary measure. I don't feel like dealing with shenanigans today because I'm kind of tired. Not that I'm not always tired, but it's whatever. I do what I do to stay ahead and get everything done that I need to get done, and it's going to leave me tired, and that's just kind of the way life goes. You're going to be tired a lot of the time, and right here I just cannot place blocks for shit. Let's go ahead and throw up a torch. And right here I think I'm going to start by making like a tower type thing. Yeah, this will be a good way to go. And then it'll probably make like a pathway that I'll use or I'll craft out of wood, and it'll go over to a treehouse over there. So it'll be a nice little, getaway area over there that'll allow us to have another spot in Narnia world, Narnia, whatever you want to call it. But next is the fence gate, so let's go ahead and do that before I forget. Gonna need some more sticks here, so let's go ahead and make some of those, or a lot of those rather. Also want to cut down that tree out there, so we'll go ahead and do that. We'll go ahead and murder some trees here. And in fact, before we make the fence gates, I'm gonna need some pickaxes. I don't think I've made any of those in a little while, so let's go ahead and make 2 of those. Also need a new sword, I'm pretty sure, and we're going to have to go ahead and collect some stuff today. I wasn't even aware I was so low on supplies and whatnot here. And then an iron shovel. And then over here, we'll go ahead and make 4 fence gates, because I'm pretty sure that's how many I need. And in case you hadn't already noticed, I am using the Sphax texture pack. Thank you guys for all of the suggestions and all of the different recommendations for texture packs. I definitely got quite a few. There was Sphax, of course, which I am using right now. The Faithful texture pack, which is pretty much just the default skin, but it's a little bit better looking. It's in HD and whatnot, so that was pretty good. Probably going to use that for every series outside of TNT. And there was Her Summer. I don't know if I mentioned that, but it's a really cool RPG-looking texture pack. And the thing was, whenever I played with that texture pack on for more than like 5 or 10 minutes, it would start to strain my eyes, which was really unfortunate because it was a cool-looking texture pack. I don't know what it was. Maybe it was just the textures, but Sphax by far was probably my favorite. There were a few others that I really liked, but because like half of you wanted me to use Sphax, and I hope I'm pronouncing that right, I went ahead and decided to use it because it's a really cool-looking pack. It's very easy on my eyes, and it's super smooth, and I love the way it makes all the animals and mobs look. I feel like I already said this, but actually, I don't think I did. Huh. Maybe it's because I thought about saying it like all week. I was like, wow, this is a really cool pack. I could see why Chimbo uses it. Chimney Swift, Chewbacca Slurp, Chimbro Swipe, whatever I call him. I've got like 50 different nicknames for that guy. But yeah, I could see why he uses this pack. It's really, really cool. And the thing that sealed the deal for me was the fact that Mo Creatures actually is... There's an add-on being made for Sphax that is, for the Mo Creatures. So there will be skins for all of the different mobs and animals that Mo Creatures adds on. So whenever that add-on is complete, I think there's about 10 animals done so far, /mobs, and I think it's like the crocodile, the scorpion, and the wolf, if I'm not mistaken. Just a general amount of different animals are included in there. And it's nighttime, so let's go ahead and sleep. But yeah, pretty cool looking texture pack. I'm going to stick with it for now. Some people wanted to make me texture packs and whatnot, and that's fine with me. If you want to make me one and submit it to me over Twitter or whatever for me to check it out, that is completely cool with me. Probably, as far as making one, if it looks kind of like, let's see, did I make any bread? I didn't even make any bread with all this stuff that I had, all this wheat, but... If it looks kind of like Sphax or perhaps Bordercraft was another one that I really liked. It was actually a really, really cool-looking texture pack, and unfortunately, it hasn't been updated since, I want to say, 1.8, something like that, 1.8.1, so unfortunately, it's not quite up to date, which really sucks, because it was a cool-looking pack, and it's time to inventory manage over here, so let's go ahead and put away some stuff. Trapdoors, I'll go ahead and put away half of that coal, go ahead and hold on to the bow, saplings, apple... why do I need 2 bows? I don't. It takes a while for those bows to break, so go ahead and put that away. Dirt, and actually, I'm going to need that dirt. Where did that stack go? Over here. Go ahead and take that. Seeds, wheat, more seeds. Go ahead and keep some of these torches together. Go ahead and put that right there. Wooden stairs. All right, shears. All right, let's go ahead and organize things a little bit better here, I suppose. Just go ahead and tuck things away over here. And that'll do. Do I even have any arrows? I don't think I do. Wait, do I? Oh, I have 11. Let's go ahead and throw that in there, just for good measure. And now it's time to go ahead and collect some supplies before we work on the build here. And I think I've still got time before I need to talk about the issue at hand today, the topic at hand. The reception to depression, a lot of you guys were pretty excited, or not excited. That's probably a bad word to use, but you guys received my input on depression pretty well, and I got tons and tons of messages. Haven't responded to all of them. Well, I responded to most of the ones that I got after the last week, but I got some over the weekend, which I haven't looked at yet. Usually what I'll do is reply to messages in bulk, but I've gotten a lot of messages about people being bullied or otherwise dealing with depression or some kind of stress in their life, and that's what I'm going to kind of talk about today later on is stress, but yeah, stress in general and depression overall. Like, you guys were definitely, I don't know, it was well received. You guys were interested to see what I had to say about depression and all of its problems. But let me go ahead and make a little bit of a staircase out here and kill the skeleton. Oh my god, where's that other sword I made? Die. Thank you very much. All right. So, while I'm down here, we're going to have to collect some iron and this lava. Damn it, I need to get a source block. Here we go. Down here we go. Oh, God. Let's try not to fall in the lava, please. That would be very bad. And let's go ahead and kill you. Sorry, man. Sorry, you're going to have to die. This Enderman's pretty creepy looking. Of course, Sphax makes it look pretty cool. Look at the skeletons, man. I just love the way that this pack makes everything look. It's like supposed to be a comic book type of texture pack. I think that's pretty awesome, but I need some bread here. Actually not get rid of the torches. Let's get rid of the axe. That'll do. Go ahead and get some health back here. And there's definitely a giant cave system underneath our Narnia town to explore. So it'll be pretty fun to mess around with that. But, let's see. Yeah, I think I already thanked you guys for all of the support and whatnot. But, well, anyways, in either case, I'll go ahead and thank you guys once again. Thanks for all of the comments and everything, suggestions, recommendations. It's been pretty cool to see how well this series has been received. Definitely going to add more stuff in and work on other builds as time goes on. But this is one thing I did want to ask you guys was, what what you would think about if, what you would think about me adding in the Tale of Kingdoms mod. This was a mod that I haven't really checked out too much yet, but I'm interested to see how people are going to think about it. Think about the prospect of me integrating that mod into the series, because I think that would definitely add a lot. Some people, not a lot. In fact, there's only been like 2 comments of people saying, oh, this series is kind of boring. And that's understandable because this is a vanilla series, and it's hard to have a vanilla series be interesting these days because there's nothing interesting about it. There's nothing new, nothing refreshing. And I know a lot of other people use Tale of Kingdoms as well, but the fact of the matter is that it'd be a pretty cool mod to integrate into NarniaCraft. I think a lot of people wanted me to do it with the original series, like I may have already mentioned. Today I'm a little bit off. I feel like I've already talked about stuff, and I don't think I have, but whatever. So yeah, Tale of Kingdoms mod, let me know what you think of that. I might do a video showcasing it and then seeing what people think about me adding it into my main Minecraft series. I'm not exactly sure what the mod consists of. I know it has something to do with you like building up an army and all this other stuff that's kind of RPG-ish, which I think is a pretty cool deal. I think it also has its own texture pack. Could be wrong about that. There's a lot of stuff I'm unaware about that mod, but I'll go ahead and probably do a video on that, depending on how you guys, receive it. Once again, about me talking about it right here. I just wanted to see what you guys thought about that. I think it would be a pretty cool addition. I think it would make NarniaCraft more interesting down the line. Also, don't know if it's compatible with Mo Creatures or Timber mod or the Smart Movement mod, but those are other mods that I've considered integrating, and I don't know if I want to fall down there. Let's go ahead and make sure I don't miss this jump. I didn't miss it. I'm good. Let's go ahead and collect some more iron here. Gonna collect a decent amount. In fact, I think I want like a solid 32 iron ore before we head back up to the surface, so we're halfway there. We're doing all right. Want to cook that, and then we can work on the treehouse, and I can get to the topic at hand here. But yeah, like I said, thanks for all the suggestions. I'm trying to think if there were any other really good suggestions. There was RedCraft, which is an actually a 64 by 64 default texture pack. It hasn't been finished. I think it's like 80% done, but that was a really good looking one. In fact, it was pretty much exactly the same as default. Faithful, it actually has some differences that set it aside from default, but the RedCraft texture pack is pretty much the same thing, except it looks so much better. It's like literally the same exact thing as the default, but some of the items and whatnot, some minor things haven't been changed for that texture pack, so they still look pretty similar to the default. So that was another good one. Trying to think of any other ones. There was the Wolfgang, I believe, or was it Wolfhound texture pack? That one looked pretty good. There was the Majora's Mask one, and that one was pretty cool. And I know a lot of people were like, we already see Chim use Sphax. We'd like to see you use something different, Clash. And I understand that. It's just that when so many people want me to use Sphax, and I like it so much, like if I didn't like this texture pack, there's no way I would use it. But I mean, it's a really sweet looking pack, I gotta say. And the fact that there's a Mo Creatures add-on being made for it just makes it that much better for me. In fact, that was the thing that sealed the deal. Don't know if I mentioned that, but that really just made it so that there was no way I was choosing anything else. But anyways, nerdy talk about texture packs and mods aside, I think that's actually pretty much all I wanted to talk about, at least in the onset here. I think there's still a few more minutes before I get into the main topic. So until then, we will go ahead and slay some zombies. Wow, what a dumbass. He hit his own guy. There's a few more minutes here before we get into the topic. So until then, I'm going to go ahead and kill some stuff. Hey, what's up, zombie? Going to go ahead and kill you. Take your rotten flesh that I don't want. So yeah, we'll collect some more materials and whatnot, slay some guys. Haven't done any good adventuring in a while, so it's always fun to adventure. I know some people like the building part of NarniaCraft. Some people like the adventuring part. Some people like both. Some people don't give a shit. But I try to do both, try to mix it in. And that keeps it interesting for me and for you guys as well, I would assume. But, yeah, Tale of Kingdoms. I'm actually very curious about it because so many... It's like the hack/mine mod that I'll be doing a series with Double. And that was kind of unanimous in the comments. There were like 300 comments in there saying, hey, yeah, we definitely want a series. In fact, we don't want a series. We need a series because it's such a sweet mod, and it'll be really cool to see us do multiplayer with it. Unfortunately, I know some people wanted me to do it with not just Ryan, but also Chimney and Seamus and, all 4 of us together. Unfortunately, that would be a very difficult schedule to work out, all 4 of us, because that's a difference of, I'm pretty sure, 4 time zones. all four of us live in different time zones. I am on the west coast of the United States. Seamus is in Colorado, which is I think it's an hour behind, or it's an hour ahead of me. So that's mountain time, I'm pretty sure. And then Chimney is pretty sure Eastern time. I can't really say anything more than that. A lot of people ask me, or a lot of people ask Chimney in general, like, oh, where do you live and blah, blah, blah. And he's a little bit secretive about that. I'm sure he has his reasons. I'm not really too secretive about stuff. I always have kind of considered it something where it's not really that big of a deal to me. I don't think I'm that important or that special of a person. I don't think there's really any need for me, unless like somebody was stalking me, which is unlikely. I don't know why someone would stalk me, so don't really care about telling people that I live in Southern California. I probably won't mention the city for a while, just to keep people guessing, I guess. It's kind of like one of those things where Seamus has people guess what SSOH is, except it's on a much smaller scale, so that is that. But yeah, not really too apprehensive about revealing stuff to you guys. I'm sure some people have already figured out exactly what city I live in and what university I go to, because I am in college right now. I'm a freshman, actually about to become a sophomore, and my first year of college could have gone a little bit easier, but I'm pretty happy with the results so far. I managed to make it this far doing YouTube and doing, all of my classes and getting relatively good grades. Not as good grades as I got in high school, but